Hey guys, welcome back to the Cool Classic Kids Show, and let me know how my audio sounds because got a new little setup going on. Definitely could use some feedback on that. But to continue, got a little, first impressions of Stellar Blade after having played the demo and essentially the beginning portion of the game. So the demo comprises of the beginning portion, but as well as a later game little boss fight that they give you where Eve herself has, essentially more powers, more things that she could work with, kind of giving us a good idea of how late game's going to feel in terms of the gameplay, the combat, the different things that we're going to do. So I really like that they did that. Shout out to Shift Up for really giving us a good idea of what to expect from the game. Overall, my first impressions are wow, this game runs really, really well on the PS5. This game, Stellar Blade, really shows the PS5 in a good light in comparison to a lot of other PS5 games that have come out. A lot of those other PS5 games tend to aim for 30 and then give you a performance mode that aims for 60, and most of the time that seems to just fail nowadays. But Stellar Blade is a game that aimed for 60 and did a really good job at it. For me, I was playing the game on balanced mode, and it gave a nice, little extra visual to it that made it look very, very clean. And honestly, I felt like it was a pretty straight 60 FPS. I didn't feel like I was compromising. I didn't really notice any crazy frame rate dips by any means. Though I'm not, an expert, but I'm used to playing at pretty high frame rates, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna notice like a dip. I didn't really notice any dips, so shout out to them for that. This feels like a very well optimized game. Overall, I'm actually, super excited. I was already convinced to buy this game well before this demo, but now it kind of just affirms my desire to want to get the game. I'll be getting a physical copy of it. But to get into just the general game, the story, really intriguing. It's like this sci-fi post-apocalyptic sort of deal. And I've done my best to stay away from any sort of explanation of what's going on. So kind of just being in that world, it's pretty immersive, pretty interesting. Any of the characters, and I really do like Eve. She's very about her business. She kind of reminds me a little bit of Ellen Ripley in regards to how she kind of just does her thing. She's not like snarky, like smarty or smart or witty, I guess, like Bayonetta or Dante, but she's about her business and there's a lot of serious stuff going on. And I noticed that she gets saved quite a bit. Not necessarily a bad thing because at the end of the day, she's a badass that and everyone needs help every so often. But I did notice that from the beginning of the game. Um, but overall, there's like side characters that are pretty interesting. One of which doesn't sadly make it too far in the game, but we're kind of sad about that. By the way, guys, I did stream the demo, so if you want to check out my genuine in-game reactions and judge for yourself, you're more than welcome to go watch that previous live stream I had done earlier. Um, when I upload this, it'll have been yesterday. So yeah, if you want to check out my genuine reactions, you're more than welcome to. But overall, really like the world. I really like the visual aesthetic, the overall world design. I think they did a really cool job with that. There's a lot of intrigue, and I like, going into different areas and they have stuff scattered all around, stuff, to collect money specifically, but also other little things, knickknacks. So it's cool. You kind of want to explore. I think it feels like a fully fleshed out video game in terms of what you'd expect to do. Overall, the hack and slash combat I think is pretty good. Some people are saying it's slow, but I'm slow, so it works for me nonetheless. I'm not at all bothered by it. Um, the one issue I have with the combat is that there feels like there's a little bit of an input delay. And other people feel the same way about this too. I did notice it when I was streaming, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'm not trying to use this as an excuse or anything, but it does feel like it. So maybe if they can address that a little bit, feeling a little snappier when you push buttons, that'd be nice. But that's really my only main complaint about combat. I really do like the way the combat is, the cool moves that Eve is doing, the little moments that she has where she really does shine and her badassery and the beginning stages. While you have a lot less things to work with, overall the combat still is pretty fun to engage in with that playing the beginning of the game, and then when you're playing the boss fight segment in which you have more stuff to work with, like more tools, that really does show the highlight of the game. Like what you're really gonna be dealing with later in the, later stages of the game, and I really like that. I'm glad that they did give us that little boss fight. That was really cool. I really like this design. Overall, I think the aesthetics are very cool. I like Eve. I like this world. I like the side characters. I'm intrigued to know more. The highlight though, you would think that, oh, the pretty characters or the visually appealing characters are the highlight. No. It is the enemies, the ugly, nasty, gross motherfuckers that honestly look like the people on Twitter that bitch about, Eve being too voluptuous or female characters being too voluptuous. Yeah, they look kind of like those motherfuckers on Twitter, but I love the enemy designs. When you're hacking and slashing, you can chop them in half. They start oozing out blood when they're dying. Really, really nice touches, really good animations. Overall, I think that they handled everything pretty much across the board really respectably well. Shift Up, man. This is a phone game developer that's outshining, development teams that have been in the main gaming industry for years. They are really outshining them. This is a phone game developer, so uh, shout out to them, man. This demo made me even more excited. I will be purchasing a physical copy on the PS5, and hey, if I really love this game, I will be purchasing it on PC whenever it does happen to come there. But I don't think that we're gonna have an issue with performance. I don't think we're gonna have an issue with visual aesthetics. I don't think we're gonna have an issue with anything right now, at least. Just maybe, input delay, address that. Overall, the combat is really cool. If you are not into Souls games, you're more of like a hack and slash, DMC, Bayonetta type of player, this game is for you. And I'm one of those people that's right there with you. I'm not really much into Souls, and these games, these hack and slash games don't really come around that often. Um, God of War has kind of went a different route altogether, and it doesn't really feel like a hack and slash game anymore. It feels like anything but, really, in my personal opinion. So we don't really have much of that traditional hack and slash. So this is a great addition. Now, how does this stack first impressions with Bayonetta and DMC? I think it could potentially be up there. Not saying it's going to eclipse those two by any means. It has a lot to outdo by general means. Like, DMC has been in the game for a long ass time, since the PS2 era, and DMC 5 is hard to compete with, man. It's a great freaking game. And Bayonetta 1 and 2 are, solid experiences. I don't know about 3, bro, but Bayonetta 1 and 2 are awesome in their own right. This could potentially be up there. Can't say for sure. Got to play through the game and really dive into it, but I'm excited to do so. The first time I've been excited for console, video game in a really, really long time, but this one seems to be the one. All right, guys. So if you haven't checked out the demo, I highly, highly recommend go check it out for yourself on the PS5. If you don't have a PS5, it really does suck, man. These forced exclusives and whatnot. Sony's kind of trash for that, but hey, man, hopefully it comes to PC and even Xbox, whatever have you, soon, or maybe even the Switch too. That would be nice. But download the demo, check it out, and please let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Let me know if this demo convinced you maybe to buy the game, or you don't want to buy the game, or maybe were you already convinced prior to playing the demo. Please let me know in the comment section down below. Yeah, guys, if you can, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me over on Twitter, Kick, if you want to continue the conversation. Consider becoming a channel member. A basic 99-cent channel membership gets you instant access to the Discord. You just got to go to the membership tab on my YouTube channel. And yeah, guys, check out the merch store in the link description down below. And with all that being said, I'm out. Peace. Oh my god, yo. Holy shit. That is dope. Yo, I like that. I love games that take into account style. Now, I know a few homies that's gonna fucking... Man, they gonna eat this game up and they gonna eat up Eve's ass. I'm just saying.